folks! Hey. What's up? Folks, my name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments. Today is going to be it appears, I guess, the final news-related video of Hasbro. Then we're going to resume our normal video box openings, magic prices, and news updates on all the different price movements on the secondary market with sealed product and singles, reserve list, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh!ing, and of course all the new card games of Flesh and Blood, MetaZoo. And don't forget some interesting movements in the Weiss world. And I do need to make a video on the One Piece TCG also. But anyways, today, if you haven't seen my last few videos about the Hasbro drama, and they moved on from Magic 30 since that already burned down, and now they've been trying to burn down the D&D world. As I had discussed in the video the last 2 days, last night, this is being filmed Saturday morning, yesterday afternoon, on a Friday afternoon, remember, big companies always do announcements, Friday afternoons or Monday mornings, depending if they feel it's positive or negative. Kind of as predicted and discussed, Friday afternoon, Wizards of the Coast, Papa Hasbro made a public press release stating that they are going to hold off on moving forward with these new OGL, Open Gaming License, Dungeons & Dragons, Mafia Boss, Give Me Your Cut, or I Take You Out Behind the Dumpster, next to Wendy's. So, as I discussed in their videos and kind of predicted, that they decided to backpedal, and that's the surface of this video. For those of you who want to stick around, I'm going to go into some more in-depth explanations on what I think is going on after having more conversations. Number one here, congratulations to the D&D community for pushing so hard and canceling, I guess, tens of thousands of subscriptions and really pushing to the point where they realize your message made it to the top of the ivory tower where the air is thin and apparently rules don't apply for them, and you guys were successful. And beautiful ladies, you all were successful. I mean, they are holding off. Now, I'm going to be very blunt about it. I know you're all proud and happy that they're holding off, but someone's got to be the bad guy, the Joker, the evil guy everyone hates, and I'll take that position. Wizards isn't canceling this. They're not backing down. They are shelving it and delaying it. They didn't say they were canceling anything. Usually, historically, when large companies do these things, they get pushed back. They quietly say, okay, everyone's upset, we'll hold off and delay. I really don't mean to be the Debbie Downer on a Saturday here, but ladies and gentlemen, they're still going to go through with it, in my personal opinion. I think they're going to delay it. They may adjust how much the Mafia Boss takes. Instead of, what are they talking about, 20-30%? Maybe they cut it to 10-15 or something. Maybe they match like an eBay TCG player type of fee structure where it's usually around 9 to 11% for a cut of the total transaction, and then maybe like a 3% processing payment fee. So it's usually around a 10 to 15% net, depending on the size of the transaction. In my opinion, Wizards and Hasbro and Papa Nastiness are still going to do this. They're going to wait for you all to forget, move on, and hope that you calm down and cool your jets. And that's what I think they're going to do. So it's great that there's a delay, but I believe in probably 3 to 6 months from now, before the end of 2023, we do see the Mafia Boss of Papa Hasbro move on. I just think they're going to go forward with it. I really do. Now we're going to stop there in this video, and I want to kind of go into more of a holistic conversation with everybody. A lot of the messages and patrons and supporters, which I appreciate all of you all, if you guys didn't support me, watch the videos, thumbs down the videos, send me threatening messages or death threats or, bizarre nude pictures of your wife's boyfriends. If you guys didn't do that, I wouldn't be making the videos, and I do appreciate that in a creepy kind of way. But here's the thing. People have been asking me, Rudy, what do you really think is going on with Hasbro? Why do they seem to be on this crusade? Wait, I can't use the word crusade? Someone in the background just flagged and said you can't say crusade. They banned that word. Okay, why are they on this journey to try to destroy their own billion-dollar company? I believe the people at the top, and if I was working or if I was appointed at some corporate board position of Wizards or Hasbro, the first things first is I would want to know what's really going on internally. I've told you all I feel we don't fully understand what the conversation is, or we're missing data points that they may see that we don't have. After that, what I would do is I'd find out what we're trying to do here. What's the goal? Are we trying to double revenue? Because they've made statements, the president of Wizards, Cynthia, and Dr. Cox, when they had their parties and things, they stated that they have this 5-year plan to double top-line revenue of Wizards of the Coast. Which top-line revenue, for you, just so everybody knows, non-financial people and people who enjoy their lives and not miserable, obsessed with numbers like me, what that means is not profit. They want to double the sheer volume of product, the actual transactional revenue of the particular brand they want to double. Now, I'm going to focus the rest of this video on this particular niche topic. Now, when a company says they want to double top-line revenue, now, it sounds like to me, Hasbro, the board or whatever, is literally strong-arming WotC. You need to double your numbers in 5 years. Essentially meaning you need to have around 20% plus or minus a margin, depending on how they calculate the compounding. You need to have around 20% annual growth to hit a doubling in 5 years. Historically, on Wall Street, a lot of people view successful investments with the rule of 72 that you double your money, well, every 72 months. But I believe they're not going about it the correct way. Because I think these people at the top are looking at D&D, looking at Magic of the Gathering's West Coast, and they're saying we need to make double this number, so the only way to do it is to make more products and raise the price to get more, pretty much, dollar per transaction. So their idea is to increase the quantity of products that the machine and the money machine can print out, and then charge more per transaction so that it fluffs it up. In my opinion, that just shows how ass-backwards and stupid these individuals are and don't have, which as we've learned from Cynthia Williams, the president of Wizards, doesn't have a fucking clue what she's doing. And it reinforces that to me because she's reading what magic is from Wikipedia. And she's the president. Like that's... My head implodes, rolls down my driveway like a roll of cabbage, and then the old people yell because I'm going too fast down the road. Like, I can't comprehend that that's the person in charge of this billion-dollar iconic brand. It blows my mind. So anyways, what I believe needs to be done is a couple different things. I should do a whiteboard video on this. I haven't done it. I apologize. I know a lot of you keep saying, where are the damn whiteboard videos, Rudy? They're coming. I'm sorry. I haven't been to that location. Haven't been able to get the office. There's crap in front of the whiteboard. I've been so tangled up in everything in the new year. And then after the Magic 30, it's been a mess. So first, Wizards' concept is that if they make more products and more releases, more set releases, supplemental products, that they will make more money. I disagree with that concept. If Wizards has, I'm not going to use their tent pole. If Wizards has 6 major releases in a calendar year, let's just make up a number. I think it's more than that. I don't know what they deem major. If there's 6 releases, actually, if there's 12 months in a year, and let's say they're trying to release something major every 4 to 6 weeks, that would be technically about 10 to 11 major releases, in my opinion, per 12 months. If that number was dropped to even 6 to 7, even 8, instead of 11 out of 12 months, what would happen, in my opinion, is number one, you're saving actual cost of goods sold because you're paying less artists for less art. You're paying less R&D because you don't have to do as many cards per year. You're not reprinting and changing and startup costs for the printer with Cardamundi. You're cutting a lot of that out. And essentially, if you allowed people to focus more on each set, they would probably buy more of the products that you are making. And you don't need to just shove endless amounts. In other words, if you made less products, your revenue would probably still be the same if the products were good. Dominaria Remastered right now is a phenomenal example of that. So, that's my first kind of conversation point right there. Number 2, they need to be focused on essentially not pissing everyone off and having player base and individuals, LGSs, store owners, investors, collectors, and players all hate each other and quit. If you even stopped 10 to 15% of the people who are angry and not buying out of spite and quitting the game, stores not ordering a Magic product, just shifting that little needle of behavior would also reinflate and increase revenue on the product lines. There's so many things you can do. And now, when you want to get into the price per box and all this stuff, that gets more complicated because, as we've seen with Dominaria Remastered, if they raise the price of the product, if it's worth it, people pay it. That's where it gets complicated, when it's worth it. That gets very intricate with secondary market. Are you reprinting certain cards? How long ago has that card been reprinted? Is it really a playable card that people want? Or is it expensive because it's 20 years old and rare, but when you reprint it, it's just going to collapse to nothing? It's a very complicated situation. So I'm not going to touch that one in this video, but I'm just saying the issue is that this company is trying to simply go about everything, in my opinion, the wrong way. And I think they've become so detached. And now we see them attacking the D&D realm to try to just monetize, and, you know, the consumer standing in their way. It's just a sad, disappointing modern era of a company. So that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. So to sum up this video, I think the company and the people at the top are just doing a very bad job. It really is that simple. Their methods of going about doubling revenues and increasing margins is just being done very poorly. And every time they go about it, we're going to jack prices up. Well, then make more products so they buy more. You know, if you make a release like Secret Lair in Magic the Gathering, for those of you from the D&D world, if you make a release of Secret Lair every week, in other words, if there's over 52 Secret Lairs in a 52-week calendar year, actually, what was 2022? Somebody told me it was 70 to 80 Secret Lairs. It's like 1.5 Secret Lairs a week. Oh my God. There's no time for anyone to truly enjoy, connect with the product, create memories and nostalgia. There's no connection because there's so much sheer volume and it feels so grimy. Nobody really desires, and every once in a while, oh wow, that Secret looks really cool. I mean, I'm not gonna bullshit you all. I see Secret Lairs in these emails. I look at the website, and some of the cards are gorgeous. The artists do an amazing job. They're creative. They look fun, but nobody's really complaining about that. The complaint is just, it's not a secret anymore. Secret Lair is now tied to almost a toxic name in a disappointing project of just, oh, well, Secret Lair, that's the thing that just, if anything goes up in value, they reprint it 20 times and they crush it and they churn. It's now been labeled as this section of Magic the Gathering that is just eroding the value and uniqueness and collectability of the game. When you have people like the president of Wizards of the Coast, Cynthia, stating that Secret Lair is their collectible division, their collector division. And there's just so much of it, nobody really likes it that much. And I can assure you all, with no evidence, with my personal opinion, I can almost 99, I can't use the guarantee G word because that's like a legality, but for a 99% confidence rate of my own opinion, I bet you all, I would bet at least a party pack for every one of my viewers that the data today would show that the quantity of orders coming through for Secret Lair is probably the lowest it's been since they've started the program. I would be willing to literally at least bet my left nut on that. Because, I mean, if you think about, we started Secret Lair in the end of 2019, and now we're in 2023. And, you know, it was I bought all of them at the beginning. I loved it. I bought people's collections and had a big thing of it all. I should show you all how much I've accumulated just from buying from other people, stores, buying for myself at the beginning. But I haven't touched any Secret Lairs in the last, 6 to 9 months because it's just out of control. It doesn't feel good. Like, you don't want to. And I feel like everything I'm saying is exactly how the D&D world is feeling right now. Where they've gone to a point where you love a product, but you have this mafia boss on top that is so grimy, corrupted, this and that. Everyone feels torn. And, it can be salvaged and saved, and things can recover and move forward. Time heals all, but it's going to take time. And of course, there's other people that think, well, Rudy, Magic 30 failed so badly. They expected to have so many millions of dollars in profit, like 20, 30, 40, 50 million in profit. And that didn't happen. And now the higher ups are going, well, shit. So now they're looking for other methods to fill that gap, giggity, because they have a huge gaping hole, giggity, of lost revenue that they had bet on and booked with for their quarterly reports. And once again, when companies hit that snowballing downhill attitude of desperation, like you can feel the concern and desperation from this company, because a normal, healthy, successful company doesn't give off this desperate vibe. It's like if you all go to a YouTube channel. Hey guys, we're going to do a giveaway every week. You got to like, subscribe, click the following 25 checklist. Here's a scroll of things you have to do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If people want to watch the video, they're going to watch the damn video. Trying to create artificial things, flare-ups and sub-counts and views over trying to entice people with dangle money and free things. I don't believe in it. And it creates invalid data points. People who want to watch something are going to look for it, and they're going to want to watch it. They're going to search for it. They want to know. And it feels authentic. And that's why, you know, I feel, you know, it's like a lot of the, you know, the hype of that, it just isn't working. And I feel Wizards and Hasbro is backing themselves in this weird position because everybody can feel the desperation of pump, product. And it's just too much. And now they're trying anything they can to get these creative, bizarre extra shots of cash flow. And I don't think it's necessary. I think Wizards and Hasbro, and just focus even on Magic or D&D, I bet they could achieve a double-digit 10% annual growth of the player base in products if they just weren't a bunch of cocky bag of Chris Cock dicks at a cocktail party. If they just did what they should do versus this corporate speak of just absolute nauseous garbage that's just, it's not working. And I think they don't know why. Or when they, in their own heads, they think they're doing a great job. But clearly, the stock price, the market, trending for canceling your subscriptions, there's a pretty big disconnect. Hope you learned something. Have a beautiful day.